Recording ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Calling meeting in order, the Blackford County Drainage Board, July 2026, roll call.
John Lancaster,
Here.
Dan Borgenheimer,
Here.
Laura Coons,
Here.
Paul Shriver,
Here.
Dory Foster, and Abby Chris.
Here.
Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes of the May 4th meeting. If so, I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second, all those in favor? 2-0, right, John? 3-0. 2.
Yeah.
I wasn't here, 2. Yep, I wasn't here, was I? Sorry about that. You were, I was indisposed. You were. You were. Ditch updates.
Okay, first update, the surveyor's broken.
Surveyor's broke.
So, but we did finish up all three tile ditch. Did finish, other one over here. A bolt slider,
Oh, both sliders is
it's
done.
Williams.
Hudson Williams. Yes, Hudson Williams.
Tile prong 2. We are still in progress on Panhandle and Skinner Roche. Then supply issues, just,
Tile supply issues due to
Yeah.
the petroleum issue you talked about last time. Yeah,
it's not getting any better
no,
and prices aren't getting any lower.
no.
So there's a lot of question in the industry whether there'll be a supply here in a couple months. So we'll see. The resins to make tile are further down the list than other items. So,
Back to COVID.
we did get, we did get, most of the ditch work that I planned over in Jackson Township area, most of that's completed. 2-mile ditch, they did a lot of work, got it done. Done and Weaver. Semi-private board and part of it because of the pump station. Other than that, trying to get stuff that I'm started, trying to get it done. No updates on Mohi. It means no setbacks either. And we're still working on dewatering the retention pond.
Have they pumped it all, Paul?
No,
I don't think they've been pumping lately. The excavator that was there is gone again, so.
pretty much got any spoils that we've got laying around gone, so that helps.
Yeah.
Reduces costs.
Yeah.
So we do have, I'd ask Commonwealth for some kind of way to properly charge assessments against the railroad, apartment buildings, industrial park. So they sent us some nice
One nice long letter.
100 how many pages?
115.
115
Yeah.
pages for.
Guys.
That's why there's only one copy.
Hopefully it'd be one page, but so there's a lot of stuff in there that's useful. It's basically what is done lots of different places in the country. But there is quite a bit that is helpful on apartment buildings and on industrial park and on the railroad. So they introduce stuff that I haven't really thought about. With the aggregate they stick down in the ground to hold the railroad track up does stop underground flow. And so there is a method to recuperate for that. And it's just going to take trying to make it work for us. It's not as complicated as it originally looks because we basically have 3 soil types we work with. And the drainage characteristics are much the same. So it does allow for basically every kind of soil type in the world. So that, you know, we take it down to just what we have, that'll make it a lot simpler.
So Paul, back up, the intent is for us to be able to assess our entities, railroads, apartment buildings, warehouses. Fees based on this or?
Yeah,
what are
they-
the-
so something that's, so a bare piece of ground, most farm ground. Versus a piece of concrete, have different runoff rates.
Certainly, Or a roof.
And then, yeah, then, and roofs and parking lots and lawns, and so that, how do you put that all together to make a number that's good?
it's fair
That's
and
fair.
accurate, or relatively accurate.
Yeah, so that's the question that and the answer is in there.
Okay.
We just have to cut out all the chaff.
How have we been doing this so far? How have we done the assessment to these folks so
See,
far?
Well, generally, we just figure on paved surfaces or hard roads 10 times the normal runoff of
Okay,
open ground,
and then,
but it doesn't allow for all those other factors.
I see, and then like the railroad has not,
And the railroad, it's just been a normal,
just a normal run.
like agriculture
Like
ground,
it's a farm field, okay.
which never really seemed like much of a problem until they doubled the track in a lot of areas. And when they did that, then that really compounded the problem, yeah. I mean, just water coming down onto one track. Goes both directions, up and it's trapped between the two.
That's my light reading for the night.
Yeah, plus when they went from basically a 40-foot right away to 160 or 120 or 140, depending on
Where they're at.
where they're at. So let's kind of put that in, and then, so then the problem becomes when the biggest problem we have here, because we have so many ditches, is how do we change the cost of ditch repair to keep up with the cost of inflation? We're doing it one ditch at a time, which is very slow, very cumbersome. And possibly if we figure a formula on that, we could do 3% on every ditch in the county at one time, something along that line. Some of the counties have gone to marathon sessions where they advertise every ditch as a increased assessment. And they say, if you're on this ditch, come at this time. If you're on this ditch, come at this time. If you're on this ditch.
And that's really to compensate for inflation, just to
Yeah.
have that increase.
Yeah.
Because if we change the assessment, we're supposed to have a public hearing, correct?
Correct. It takes, yes, it takes a public hearing unless it's a one-time 25% increase.
Okay.
Which for a long time, that was pretty good. But those numbers, yeah, those numbers have gone totally wacky. So I felt, when I came into office, I felt $2 an acre assessment on farmland was ungodly. Now, farmers don't hardly blink when you say 10. And I'm not sure 10's enough.
Well, because they see the rising cost of everything.
Yes. And the return on investment drainage is way above what it costs.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
If the farmer does better, the county does better.
it's a little off the scope, but do you have a recommendation as to what we should do?
No, I just looked through it. It's usable document, but we just have to go through and figure out what we need.
All right,
Make it fit Blackford County.
okay,
A lot more than what I expected.
Right.
So,
I agree.
Well, but, and then I suppose it takes that for us to whittle it down. to
Yeah.
what we need. So that they've hit all the points that they think we should have.
yeah, basically across the whole country, so.
Right.
Oh, I see, super
Yeah,
comprehensive.
it's
Yeah.
great, great. Yeah, yeah.
Does, on some of this stuff that you're talking about, the apartment complexes and things like that, do they pay assessments to the city stormwater drain? Or should that be part of this?
I think some of them do.
But every every residence in the cities use county drains.
Yeah, but they all end up in the county.
So they're paying assessment on county drains also.
Okay, well, like I said, I didn't.
Yeah.
know with, like-
Yeah, they pay a stormwater fee to the cities for the city to maintain their stormwater lines. What Paul's advocating is an additional fee because all that water ultimately ends up in the county drains. And we don't necessarily get any funding to support that.
It's the speed of arrival, not the volume of arrival.
Okay. Which makes sense.
And there's a lot of behind the stuff that the environmental groups are trying to do that could very well restrict the county on how much water we can let out in a 24-hour period.
Well, I seen out west where they're making all this pattern fouling, they're making them pull up a bunch of it because they're getting too much water in the ditches and bringing too many nitrates in the water, which is causing colon and rectal cancer.
That's voodoo science.
Well, the cancer rate in Iowa is growing at like 8 times the rate of any place else in the United States.
We want to slow down the water going into ditches, we put tile. Tile reduces
'Cause
the
it backs
flow
up.
rate. Yeah, they flow 365 days a year. And a ditch only flows when there's enough water to make it flow. So it's a constant, it's a battle. I mean, it's just. It's that kind of stuff gets into politics.
Oh, yeah. Well, all of this.
And the denitrification and all that kind of stuff, that's all politics, because you got to get less denitrification of dry soil than you do of wet soil. So,
So that's something you're gonna work with.
Yeah.
That when we're down, I'm sure the public will be, or easily will be involved somewhere.
I'll be in and out of the office. I should have surgery tomorrow on my foot. For some reason, it just quit.
Hmm.
Doesn't want to cooperate anymore.
Very cool.
So. But Dory did a really good job and Sandy's been helping Dory keep things on track.
Hope it all goes well for you, Paul.
Is that it?
That's all. Let's see, if we got anything else new? The stormwater pollution prevention plan for American Electric Power. Fiber optic extension, they didn't get their request in early enough to advertise. So they're asking for a special meeting.
You're on the
To
15th,
entertain that.
June 15th, yeah. So
So
Sam's gonna help me get all that.
yeah, I've been going through it. It's pretty much
Probably
regular.
Yeah, probably at 9:30.
9:30.
we have our safety meeting then, but we'll delay the safety meeting for that.
Should be able to do it relatively quickly. I've been looking through, it's difficult. Everything you covered. So far, there's nothing been in there.
I'm a little confused, Paul. What is that for?
The fiber optic for the wind and solar. So it's a substation that they're putting in over here.
By Mill Grove.
There's like
Now I understand.
3.5 miles of fiber or something they got put in. Put that in.
They already started putting that in.
No, that's that stupid general fiber that really just.
Yeah, that's the
put it in
general
ground
fiber.
and mess
That's
it
not
up.
AEP's fiber.
It's not, that doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything, not even anybody's not even
Hooked to it, yeah.
hooked to it or plans to hook to it.
Well, Lieber's run some of their own fiber out there.
That's possible. They run fiber along with the electric lines.
Cause they went across 300 south.
But it wouldn't necessarily be AEP's fiber.
Yeah, this is
That's for strictly for AEP. Probably for those substations or whatever.
right.
But we can clarify that on the 15th.
So they need a stormwater pollution prevention plan for the substation itself or for laying the fiber to the substation?
We're laying the fiber to the station. So they just have in here how they're staying back from ditches and they're going under and all it's pretty much boilerplate stuff. But
Okay.
I haven't seen anything yet that isn't. But I haven't been through every page.
Right.
We just got this Friday.
Yeah.
So that's the 15th at 9:30, correct?
Mhm.
There is You probably got a digital copy.
Probably, I'm sure I did, but
I'm not sure I did.
I haven't yet.
I'm not seeing it. I looked at my email this morning, so.
It was in with the minutes. It got forwarded.
Oh, in
Yeah.
your minute, yeah, okay. Meeting notice for this.
Mhm.
It's in there?
Yeah.
All right,
I missed that. I just read the minutes.
I did too.
It's fine.
Lots of attachments.
So basically, this is stormwater pollution prevention plan. That's already approved by the state. You just have to approve it locally.
I'm not familiar with that, but, because I used to write those plans for 3M and. Oh, interesting. All right,
Probably did. A lot of paperwork behind the scenes.
a lot of paperwork in front of us as well.
we'll find the email, I'll have to look for it later.
I can send it to you guys
You're
again.
fine, if you send it, I'll get
Yeah,
it.
it was our meeting notice.
It's just, there's
Yeah,
probably 2,000 emails I got between whenever you sent it today. And that's the county's email, not my own.
She sent you enough stuff to take you a whole day to read
Nope.
this will be some. light
without
here.
interruptions.
Right,
It's rainy day reading.
no, there you go. Don't do that, they've had enough of those already.
How many of those?
Let's not make them hospital stay read either. Well, in that case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you much. Look, it's, yeah, maybe I'll get,
You could start it early, John.
yeah, I'm good with that. I told them noon, so get down there, I'll get that one done early.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to go home and work dirt, so.
Dribbled a little bit, how much